Good sermon, kid-touching America. You are watching LFC News. I'm your short of breath, part-time hooker anchorman Brandon Blank. Tonight's dog with a blog, child on the loose, found in caboose. Last night, a 6-month-old baby boy went missing from its crib, leaving nothing behind but a trail of glitter. More on this story later. In fish news, insert name here elementary school went on a little field trip to a local aquarium. There were 3 designated time slots to ensure that all of the students could go. One of these time slots had all the special needs children, ensuring that they too could enjoy the aquarium at their own pace. Unfortunately enough, the school did not plan on having enough supervision. One of these students, named Tommy Greenwall, had averted the chaperone's eyes long enough to stray away from the rest of the group. Tommy wandered through the aquarium and found himself in a designated do not enter area. Tommy, being the curious autistic boy he is, took a dip into the pool. His classmates watched in awe that Tommy was swimming with the fishes. But in that moment, one of the fishes was swimming right for Tommy. As this fish was swimming, it had brushed against Tommy's arm, and with territorial-like rage, Tommy grabbed the fish and bit its head off. Tommy then went into a blinding white-hot rage, swimming at all of the fishes, consuming them one by one, till none remained. His classmates cried in horror at the massacre just witnessed. Tommy is now in timeout for the remainder of the day. And I thought the fish fry was supposed to be tomorrow. And now, finally joining us back in the studio, Reginald Cloudsworth with today's window weather.
What? We're live? Are you serious? Bartholomew! Oh, come on, okay. Okay, good day. You didn't even start the... Oh, you could be fucking kidding me. Okay, good day. I am Reginald Cloudsworth, your aviation certified weather correspondent, and welcome back to Window Weather, the only weather segment delivered entirely from a window. Before we begin, I would like to provide an update regarding my obvious recent absence. Over the past 24 hours, I have been participating in an organized search effort alongside local authorities and approximately 100 volunteers in an attempt to locate my missing black top hat. Unfortunately, despite extensive efforts, the hat has yet not been recovered. Search operations have since been suspended. At this time, it is presumed still out there. Now, on to today's forecast. Here we go. God, catch my breath. Conditions across Wisconsin have improved significantly following the departure of Blizzard Elsa, with no additional snowfall currently expected, which has come as a big relief to both residents and search teams. Temperatures today have risen into the mid-40s, roads have largely returned to normal, and winds are now calm at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, which is considered safe for most activities, including potentially hat usage. For the aviation report, visibility is currently clear, which pilots would describe as ideal, and frankly a little suspicious after recent events. Also, in an effort to maintain professional standards of my broadcasting and the team, I'm today wearing a temporary replacement hat. At this time, we remain cautiously optimistic regarding its performance, especially compared to the black one, because this one is brown. Anyway, authorities are for some reason continuing to advise residents to secure loose outdoor items and, if possible, avoid forming emotional attachments to them. So, for now, enjoy the improved conditions, travel safely, and continue to remain alert for any previously lost airborne items. And finally, our editors have prepared a visual of Jesus to help viewers better understand my current emotional state regarding the continued absence of my hat. Here it is. I'm Reginald Cloudsworth. Back to you in the studio, Brandon.
Thank you, Reginald. I too feel the same emotional burden that Jesus holds in this picture. I've just been so lost since they took the McRib off the menu. We will now be cutting to an inside scoop with local law enforcement, Sergeant Michael Ross.
Good evening. My name is Sergeant Michael Ross with the County Police Department. Last night at 2:17 a.m., we were alerted that the known criminal Chip Dip has escaped from federal custody. He is believed to be armed and dangerous. It is rumored that he killed his ex-wife and known to be involved with several terrorist organizations. There is a $50,000 cash bond for anyone that can turn him in. Chip Dip also known as the Wordle Bitch, has been working for LFC News Network for years until his arrest last week. In other news, I hit a goose with my car this morning.
A lot to unpack here. Chip Dip is now an escaped convict. I can only naturally assume that his next course of action is to take revenge on a certain cloud-staring man. And I hope that goose gets better soon. It is now that time of the broadcast, once a fan favorite, now in the dumps. It's the Daily Wordle with Sal Chip.
Hi, my name is Sal Dip. I'm at Spinach Artichoke Dip. Now, I've been getting a lot of complaints about my name, but it's by God-given name, and I love to use my middle name, just so that I can really give that abbreviation. Anyways, we're going to get to the word think and hands. We had the letter H and the letter A, but we don't know quite exactly where they go. Next we guess the word porno. That wasn't me, but all these pre-recorded videos are the same. Anyways, we have an R from porno, but we still don't know where it goes. We could probably look back at the hint, but that would be a little too easy. Anyways, how's your guys' day going? I would love to hear something from you in the comments. I've been having a lot of self-doubt about taking up this job, A lot of people have been comparing me to my uncle, and I just don't think that's right. Me and him are two completely separate people, and nothing should take that away from me, nor him. Anyways, this job is great, and let's get back to watching the Wordle, or lack thereof. Anyways, he typed in the word freak, but he's not going to guess it because he might be a little freaky. I don't take that against anyone. Okay, he did guess the word freak. We got an R, E, and an A out of that, but now we know exactly where that A goes. Now we have H, R, E, and A. Let's try to think of some words that we could think of. The only word I can think of is a name, and it's Fred. Rehal. I don't think that's quite a word, but nice try. Rehab. Back to you in the studio, Brandon.
What a quivering pussy. The only thing Sal can do right is guess the Wordle and breathe, but even that's a waste of space. Now for tonight's final news story. Child on the loose, found in caboose. Last night, a 6-month-old baby boy by the name of Jimmy was nowhere to be seen in his nursery. Baby monitors tell us that Jimmy was awoken in the middle of the night from pebbles being thrown at his window. Jimmy then managed to climb out of his crib and open the closet doors. He shuffled through the closet, throwing clothes in every which direction. Managing to find something he liked, Jimmy, a 6-month-old baby, came out of the closet wearing a full-length sparkly dress. He then pampered his face with makeup and put on a blonde shoulder-length wig, and proceeded to sneak out of the window. The baby monitor couldn't help us capture anything after that, but Jimmy's mom did. Jimmy's mom followed the AirTag in Jimmy's diaper to an upscale Michelin star restaurant. We then found out that Jimmy was now Janet, and Janet was on a date with a 46-year-old man who can't tell the difference between a 6-month-old baby and a 23-year-old college student dropout. Man, I think I made stinky. That looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching LFC News. I am Brandon Blank, falling down the stairs, working the corner, and the teleprompter. And remember, no one is stopping you from taking a duck from a park.